So ever since the situation with my eBay business is getting shut down about a month ago, I've had a lot of people who've reached out to me and said, oh, that really sucks what happened, and how are you hanging? You must be really upset and depressed over that, and gosh, I can only imagine. And I genuinely appreciate everybody who's reached out to me. That's very kind, and shows me that you care. So I really appreciate that, and I think a lot of people have been surprised, on my response about how, I always say, I'm actually truly grateful that it happened, and I'm glad that it happened exactly the way it did. But I want to be 100% honest that initially, when I first found out about it, it was upsetting, and it really did bother me. I mean, I'm human. It got me upset, and when things happen in life, that are disappointing, whether it's a breakup of a relationship or a failed business experience or whatever, and you experience, that emotion of disappointment, it can really hurt. And so I wanted to share, what helped me through, and an exercise and a practice that I've used now for, I think about 3 or 4 years now, that is what has helped me to be able to handle with peace the adversity that comes into my life. Because, really, that's, one of the keys to life is how you're able to handle adversity. Adversity and challenges are inevitable. I mean, that is just life. But, the difference in the outcome of your life is how you are able to handle that adversity. And if you're able to handle adversity with peace, then you hold on to your power. And so how I was able to get through it as quickly as I did, and other disappointments that I've experienced in my life over the past couple of years, is using this exercise, this Hawaiian prayer. Forgive me if I don't pronounce it right. It's still, after all these years, still not even sure if I say it the right way, but it's the oponopono prayer. And in fact, I have a bracelet that I've had. This is when I first found out about this prayer and this healing exercise. Was at a Tony Robbins seminar, and there was this, and it touched me so much when I learned about this, that they had these special bracelets. I've always kind of liked this hippie kind of jewelry stuff, so this was an oponopono prayer bracelet, and so I got this as kind of like as a reminder. And I don't have any tattoos. I'm not sure if I ever will get one. Probably not. But if I ever were to get a tattoo, it would be the something to remind me of the oponopono prayer, just because it's been that powerful in my life. So what is the oponopono prayer? Well, there's a huge story behind this. There's actually been books written about it and everything. It's quite amazing. And I'll start off, telling you about the story of how I heard about it, and really it what kind of made it more famous. This is an old Hawaiian prayer, healing prayer, and it's been said that in Hawaii there was the ancient shamans and healers who were able to heal people without even touching them, no medicine or anything, just simply using this Hawaiian healing prayer. And so there was this really tough prison where they kept mentally insane people that were the some of the worst in the country. These people were so mentally unstable and so dangerous that they had to literally keep them chained and shackled down, because they attacked and killed people, would even attack the guards. And this place was just like a really bad place, this facility of where these some of the worst people in the country were kept. And so so one day they brought in this new specialist, this therapist, to see that if he could make a difference. And this therapist, he had heard about this Hawaiian healing prayer, and he went and talked with the Hawaiians and so forth, and he decided that, hey, I'm going to help you at this facility, but I want to be able to use my own practices. And so what he did, using the Hawaiian oponopono prayer, what he did simply, without touching without touching the prisoners or giving them any special medication or really anything, all he did was take their file once a day. All the prisoners had their own file, and in his office he would spend I don't know exactly how much time, an hour or whatever, on each file of the prisoner, their picture and everything about them, and he would say the prayer, which is, I love you. It's just 4 things. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. And he would do that over and over for, an hour or however long it was, and then he would go to the next prisoner's file. And he did this over and over and over again. And what happened sounds kind of woo-woo, but this is a true story. And what happened was that the prisoners started to heal and started to get better, and their behavior got better. So much so that within about a year or two, all the prisoners were able to be released. And these are some of the worst in the country. And nothing else worked but this prayer. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. There are some things that, science just can't explain and can sound kind of woo-woo, but, call it whatever you want, a vibrational energy that the prayer is putting off, or maybe it's our electro field that's radiating off of us. But somehow, some way, using this prayer simply through the power of intention, this therapist was able to transform the entire prisoner. And so, and there's a lot more other famous stories out there about how the healing powers of this prayer that sound just, mind-blowing, like, yeah, right. But, you gotta, sometimes, like I said, just because you can't see something and make sense of it doesn't mean that it's not true. There's a lot more to this world that science hasn't figured out yet. And so when I learned about this prayer at the Tony Robbins conference, I learned about, the power of, how to use it personally for yourself. Whenever something happens, in your life, to use this prayer. And so for me, when I go through things in my life that are major disappointments, for example, with the eBay situation, the first that really upset me, was a major disappointment. That was something I dedicated the past year and a half to building up, and had employees that worked for me, everything. And, I'd put a lot of time and effort and money into building that business up, and to lose it overnight, it was upsetting. And so what I did, which I've taught myself to do when adversity comes my way, is just to get down into a meditative type of sitting down, and just somewhere quiet I can be myself, and just to close my eyes and go into my heart, just to say the prayer over and over and over. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, and I'm even trying to think of the intention, why I'm saying each phrase, I love you. I'm talking to myself, I love you, George, I love you. I love you. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Please forgive me, forgive me, for not being perfect, for getting emotional over it. And thank you for the opportunity. I'm so grateful. What an amazing experience it was to build that business, to learn all the lessons that I did, to learn about, having, hiring people, and working and building a team, and learning about inventory and numbers and customer satisfaction on a bigger level than I could ever have imagined. I love you, George. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that, things didn't work out, but please forgive me. Please forgive me. It's okay not to be perfect. It's okay. And thank you. Thank you for this experience. And doing that over and over. And what happened was, all of a sudden, is whatever you're going through, it starts to shift from being something you lost to something that you're grateful for. See, a lot of times we get upset. Say for example, over the situation of a breakup. Someone gets out of a relationship, they break up with someone, and they're so upset because they're focused on what they lost rather than what they gained. She cheated on me. What could I be grateful for about that crap, But if all of a sudden you think, you know what? I love you. Sending love to that person. Because there was probably a time in that relationship where they brought you joy. Maybe it was short-lived or whatever, but there was a time where you guys were having fun together, things were probably hot and heavy, emotions were flying, you had good memories together. So and if you truly love somebody, be willing to set them free. I love you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for not being perfect. I'm sorry that, I couldn't understand everything. Please forgive me. And especially forgiveness on yourself. Please forgive me. A lot of times we're so hard on ourselves. We don't forgive ourselves for not being perfect. It's okay. Nobody's perfect. Love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. You can say, forgive me to them and forgive me to you. And thank you, thank you for this experience. Thank you. Thank you for the memories. And when you start to change it, all of a sudden that person that cheated on you, left you, or whatever, I love you. Send love their way. Send love to you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry things couldn't work out perfectly, or whatever you want to say, but I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Please forgive me to you, forgiving yourself and forgiving them, and thanking them and thanking you. Be grateful for the experience, the memories. No matter what they did to you, you can still find a way to be grateful for it if you choose. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And I know this can be so challenging, especially if somebody did you wrong. Why would I want to thank that bitch? Why would I want to, thank eBay? They screwed me over. Why would I want to thank you? Guys, you can make a heaven out of hell, or a hell out of heaven. It's all up here. The choice is yours. See, the thing is, though, what happens if you're not careful is that all of a sudden an event can start to become your identity. And that's what happens with some people. They get so caught on with, about how, this person cheated on them and did them wrong, or this business screwed them over, that all of a sudden they get addicted to the chemicals of disappointment and frustration and anger that their brain is releasing, and you can literally become a drug addict, an addict to those emotions, and then it becomes your identity. And all of a sudden you get to the point where if you've lived it long enough in this state of being defensive of that situation to where you don't want to change anymore. You don't want to forgive this person or this situation, this thing, this event, because it's your identity. And you know what? You're gonna like a drug addict, an addict will always justify their addictions. And I have friends like that who it's, years have gone by and they still don't want to forgive their ex that has cheated on them. Nah, I ain't forgiving that bitch, whatever. And the sad thing is it has become their identity, holding on to that hatred, that anger, that bitterness. They're more addicted to the chemicals of anger and just bitter towards it and disappointment, that has become their home, literally. And I know this sounds crazy, but this is reality, and this is the truth. But as you do this, forgiveness will set you free. That's it. It's so simple. Forgiveness will set you free. You can heal yourself of any event, situation, thing, trauma that you've been through in your life. It doesn't matter how catastrophic it was. It doesn't matter what happened, who did you wrong, how they did it. Guys, it's all up here. And would you rather go through your life with hatred, hate in your heart, anger, bitter, disappointment, all the low vibrational emotions, because it's more important you to be right? Or would you rather go through your life with peace? The choice is yours. Life is short. You can take it, you can just say, what, I'm right. Forget Jordan, a stupid Hawaiian prayer. I would rather be right and hold on to these negative emotions because I'm right. She did me wrong. eBay did me wrong. I'm the one that's right. The choice is yours. But you also have the choice to let it go and to move on with your life and to live your life with peace. And so I highly encourage you to practice this prayer every single day. I do this prayer just about every single day. Not every day, but I do it just about every day. And it's just so simple. And you can do this, send the prayer out to those in your life, to those who did you wrong. I'll do it over and over. Just, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. And I'll do it to myself because that's so important. Do this for yourself, but then also say the prayer, send that intention, those energy to the person that did you wrong. What? But do it to the person in your past. Doesn't matter if it was way in the past. Do it over and over until all of a sudden you can start to feel the ice in your heart melting and feeling warmer, feeling better about it. And it's not going to be instantaneous. Depending on how long that your identity has developed into this, it may take you a while to melt the ice and that's why you might have to do this on a daily basis until finally the ice is melted. But do it to everybody, your mother, your father, your family, your friends. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, to your children, I love you so much. My daughter, I'm sorry, that I'm not perfect. Please forgive me for not being perfect. And thank you for the gift of coming into my life and helping me become the best version of myself. I'm just getting happy and feels so good just doing this. It feels good. It's okay. When people say, "Oh, I'm not gonna," why am I gonna say I'm sorry? It's okay to say I'm sorry. It's okay to man up, to woman up, to apologize. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Forgiveness will set you free. And thank you. Gratitude, attitude of gratitude. Gratitude can completely change your life. And so this simple prayer, next time something comes up, it will. That's life. Maybe you're going through something right now. Take a moment for me, or not for me, for you, if you want. I'm not going to tell you what to do, but if you decide, if you feel it in your calling and in your heart, that it's time for you to move on and to move past this event that has happened, then it takes a couple minutes today, or longer, an hour, a couple hours, a couple days, whatever, and just do this prayer, the oponopono prayer. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And you'll feel your vibrational energy. You may start crying. I've done this before and I've just started crying. That's beautiful. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And if you do that, guys, you can handle anything that comes your way. Anything. Doesn't matter the adversity. Because you can choose up here with the attitude of gratitude to be grateful for the experience, to appreciate the memories, to appreciate the lessons learned, to forgive yourself for not being perfect. Forgive them for not being perfect. It's okay to be sorry. Maybe you did some things wrong, maybe they did some things wrong, whatever. But to forgive it. I love you. I love, is the greatest power of all. Love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. All you guys watching this, just know, I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. And thank you.